A new power is rising. This night, the land will be stained with the blood of Tim Cook. March to California. Leave none alive.
To war!
Holy moly. Things are moving fast and furious. And Elon just essentially announced he's going to war with Apple, as Apple has now threatened to remove Twitter from its App Store and provided Elon Musk with zero explanation why. Zero. And this is, I mean, yikes. I suspect Apple will try to follow through with this. I suspect that Elon Musk is not one to back down. I suspect that for at least some amount of time that Twitter may be removed from the the Apple iTunes store. And there's two kind of avenues here, parallel avenues that I think are causing all of this, because it's just super duper wild. So let's get into the story. So it started out kind of with, oh, by the way, two things. Coffeebrandcoffee.com is doing our Cyber Monday sale today. It's my coffee company. We have 15 different coffees, a dozen organic teas, 4 different hot cocos. We've got K-Cups. We've got everything you could need. And I just put together, we have a custom gift box builder where you can put whatever you want in a gift box. So I've got you covered for Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever you got coming up. But I also put together a couple of samples based on our best-selling products. And if you use promo code Cyber Monday, one word, you'll get free shipping on all orders over $75 today in the United States. So yeah, support the channel. And in case Twitter gets banned or removed, always remember you can follow me at thequartering.locals.com. This is the easiest way to get a hold of me. I'm always here. You can message me directly here. It's just much, much easier. So I'll leave a link to that in the description below as well. So let's get into this. I do sometimes locals and subscribe star only streams, stuff like that. But anyway, Elon tweets out, Apple should publish all censorship actions it has taken that affects its customers. Yes or no? Obviously, overwhelmingly yes. Then you'll notice he starts talking to some interesting people. Here's Library, the people who run Odyssey now. Replying to Elon, Elon writes, Apple has mostly stopped advertising on Twitter. Do they hate free speech in America? Library replies, Apple disallowed almost anything related to the COOF, especially the poke or any particular origins of it. We had to build a list of over 20 terms not to show results for, only on Apple devices. Think about that. Apple also later rejected us because users included Pepe images in videos. Elon responds, secret suppression of free speech by Apple? Customers were never told. What the heck is going on here? Odyssey replies, more like nepotism, as they'd let Google and Facebook get away with this, not just the new guys. Then, also people say, remove the free advertising for them, get rid of the Twitter for iPhone thing. So I suspect we'll see, Library writing here, oh, this is what the terms that he said, anything related to the COOF. I mean, this is if you're using an Apple product, that's what you get. Not that you deserve blame for having it. You know what I mean? It's what Google is not exactly better. He continues. Somebody asked directly, is Apple threatening Twitter's presence in the App Store or otherwise making moderation demands? Quite and frankly, succinctly, Elon Musk writes, yes. Now it says, bring on the ePhone. I don't think it has to be an ePhone. It just has to be like an unlocked phone or something like that. But anyway, then Elon writes, what is going on here? And replies directly to Tim Cook. Now, perhaps the most spicy tweet is he wrote, now not in no longer reply, by the way, this has 120,000 likes already. Apple has threatened to withhold Twitter from its App Store, but will not tell us why. Evidence of collusion? Sure seems like it. When you look at who Apple donates all their money to, which political party. And what's interesting is his final tweet on this is, pay 30%, go to war. Elon says he's going to war. Also calling out, did you know that Apple puts a secret 30% tax on everything you buy through their App Store? It's not secret to my followers. By the way, if I haven't earned your subscription yet, hopefully today I will. You're not going to want to miss a single video. This is developing rapidly. I'm trying to keep it all together. This is nuts. When you look at the donations, 97.5% of Apple's donations are to the Democratic Party. Twitter allowing free speech is against party interests, so Apple must play the role of the enforcer. Interesting, right? Interesting potential. And when you have Elon calling him out directly, you're talking about a ripple effect here that is massive. You know, Apple sells hardware, okay? You have to go on inferior networks to use their hardware. Although T-Mobile's, if you live in a big city, it doesn't really matter. Rural areas, I find T-Mobile and AT&T to be trash. Not that I love Verizon, but where I live, it's better for rural coverage. 4G in rural. I'll never get 5G out here. But anyway, this is massive. And then you see the Wall Street Bets chairman putting out Fortnite made a 1984 parody video calling out Apple's monopoly. This happened back in 2020 when Apple removed Fortnite from their iTunes store. This is actually nuts. I mean, Elon's just going full attack. There's probably two reasons for this. One, he may be pushing back on their 30% fee, possibly. But two, he is also clearly getting pushback for his ban amnesty. And I don't know if it's anyone in particular on that list. Maybe it's Alex. But this is what Elon is doing, is exposing all of these people. There isn't any rules, as far as I know, on Twitter that have changed, right? In terms of things you can say, blah, blah, blah. We also know that Elon has posted that there is record growth on the platform and huge gains in cutting down on the previous definition of hate speech. Whatever Twitter used as hate speech before has now greatly reduced. Not only is this going to get millions of people to switch off Apple hardware, I'm not kidding. Nowadays, is there really any difference? Is there really any difference between what is this, Galaxy S22, the camera, these ridiculous cameras that they have on now, and whatever the latest iPhone product is? Functionally, probably not. Now, if you're an Apple household and you use AirDrop or whatever this kind of stuff, you're used to that kind of stuff, okay, there are things like that. But for the most part, it's not like any one cell phone is miles better than the other. It takes about a day to get used to switching between Apple and iTunes, or Apple and Android. And people that actually want to support freedom of speech are willing to do that. This is what Apple doesn't understand. And then after they get used to it, they'll say, oh, that was kind of a pain in the rear, but at least I'm not supporting a company that is quietly censoring their users behind the scenes and not even being transparent about it. Like, if you're using an Apple device, they are controlling what you can see. Here's Elon responding to the donations. Wow, they don't sound biased at all. This is a war. And the fact that, it's not just about the 30% tax. It's not. What this is about is Apple wants to do their bidding. They want to stop free speech. They want to stop the free exchange of ideas on this platform, and it's going to backfire for them. Twitter is very large, and it can survive. It would suck for them to lose Apple users, but they could also use desktop. They could also use different ways to get the software on their phone, an APK or whatever on their software, if it's not on their phone. So Elon could make it available for standalone download. People with iPhones could still use it. Updates and stuff like that would be a little trickier. And also, if they did that, there's a particular tweet I saw earlier where he's talking about, like, you're talking about massive lawsuits. Somebody wrote, is this really a fight we want to pick? An awful lot of your Tesla customers use iOS to access their cars. If that app gets pulled, it'll significantly impact your ability to sell Apple to Apple customers. Cards are way less convenient than Bluetooth entry. Elon replies, are you suggesting Apple would use its duopolist powers to hurt Tesla? Essentially saying, like, he'll go to war and he'll sue them. Like, this is potentially, you see, oh my God, this is happening, pay to go to war. He's essentially, he's saying, like, look, I have enough money and pull and clout that, and fans of freedom of speech that, like, he'll sue Apple. Now, I don't know if he'll win because they're their own hardware. They don't have to allow it. But, and we also know the government, isn't interested in protecting consumers against this kind of thing. But wow, would it be interesting? If you haven't yet, check out my coffee store, Coffee Brand Coffee. If you don't like coffee, we've got tea and cocoa. Cyber Monday, one word, will get you free shipping on all orders in the United States over $75 today, which is basically all of our gift boxes, even if you build a custom one. Or you could stock up on K-Cups if you're having a holiday event. I know you're going to love it. Check out the reviews. And in case Twitter gets banned, make sure you follow me over on thecordering.locals.com. Bang it here. Keep it subscribed here so you stay up to date. And I'll probably see you in another 7 minutes with another wild update.